I want to tell you something that most pho reviews never actually address. When people say a bowl of pho is good or bad or amazing, what are they actually measuring? What's the standard? Because here's the thing, if you don't have a framework, you're not reviewing pho, you're just describing your mood that day. I've been eating pho my whole life and reviewing it seriously for this channel. And I've built 5 criteria that I apply to every single bowl I eat, whether I'm in Edmonton's Chinatown, a strip mall in the suburbs, or a back alley shop in Saigon. By the end of this video, you're going to have the same framework. You will never eat a bowl of pho the same way again. Real quick before I get into it, I put together a free guide, my top 3 pho spots in Edmonton for 2026. These are the places I'd send my own family to, the spots that actually hold up against the framework I'm about to walk you through. If you want that list, just comment the word pho down below and I'll get it to you. Okay, let's get into the 5 criteria. Number 1, and it's not close, the broth. The broth is the soul of pho. Everything else is supporting cast. A great pho broth takes a minimum of 8 hours to make. Some of the best spots simmer theirs for 12 to 16. What you're extracting over that time is collagen from the bones, natural gelatin, and the deep beefy sweetness that you simply cannot fake and cannot rush. When I taste a broth, I'm asking 3 questions. First, is it clear? A well-made pho broth should be almost translucent, golden, or amber, not cloudy. Cloudiness usually means the bones were boiled too hard instead of simmered low and slow. Second, does it have depth? There should be layers. The first sip hits differently than the fifth. Third, is the spice balance right? Star anise, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, charred onion. These are the aromatics. You should feel them without being able to name them. If you can say, this tastes like star anise, that means there's too much star anise. Number 2, the noodles. This one gets overlooked constantly and it should not be overlooked. The noodles in pho should be fresh or at minimum properly rehydrated. They need to be cooked to the right texture, not mushy, not stiff. There's a specific quality to a well-cooked pho noodle where it has a slight chew, but still gives way cleanly. If your noodles are clumping together in the bowl, that's a kitchen timing issue. If they're falling apart, they were overcooked or sat in the water too long. I also pay attention to noodle width. Traditional Hanoi-style pho uses thin, flat noodles. Southern-style pho from Saigon tends to use slightly wider noodles. Neither is wrong, but consistency matters. Whatever width the restaurant uses, it should be appropriate to their broth style, and it should be consistent every time you visit. Number 3, the protein. And I want to be specific here because this is where a lot of places cut corners in ways you might not notice unless you know what to look for. For rare beef, which is the most common protein in pho, the beef should be thinly sliced and placed raw on top of the bowl just before it reaches your table. The heat of the broth cooks it. If your rare beef comes out already gray and fully cooked, either the broth wasn't hot enough when they ladled it, or the beef sat too long. Both are problems. For brisket and tendon, the slow cooked proteins, I'm looking for tenderness without complete disintegration. Brisket should pull apart with very little resistance. Tendon, when done right, has a gelatinous, almost bouncy quality that is genuinely one of the best textures in pho. If you've never tried it, order it next time. Don't be intimidated by it. Number 4, the garnish plate. Bean sprouts, fresh basil, lime wedges, sliced chili. This plate tells you a lot about how much the restaurant cares. The basil should be green, bright green, not wilted. The bean sprouts should be crisp. The lime should be fresh cut. These things cost almost nothing to do right. So when a restaurant does them wrong, it's not a cost issue. It's an attention issue. And if they're not paying attention here, I ask myself, where else are they not paying attention to? And number 5, value. Not just price, proportion. I'm asking whether the bowl I received matches what I paid for in terms of broth quantity, protein generosity, and noodle volume. A $20 bowl that delivers a $20 experience is good value. A $12 bowl that feels like it was rationed is bad value, even though it's cheaper. I look at the whole equation. So, that's the framework. Broth, noodles, protein, garnish plate, value. Every review I do on this channel will be scored against these 5 things, and now you can use the same lens when you're eating pho anywhere. Edmonton, Vietnam, Vancouver, Calgary, wherever you are. I'm going to be putting this framework to work immediately. Next video, I'm going to Pho Juan Pastor on 97th Street, and I'm applying every single one of these criteria to their bowl. Subscribe so you don't miss it, because that video is going to start some conversations in the comments. And if you want my top 3 pho spots in Edmonton for 2026, the places that I think score highest on this exact framework, just comment pho down below. I'll send it to you. See you in the next one.